What's up guys, Amaj is back in the game, so welcome back to Prey. Alright, I'm in here because there's someone out there who doesn't really like me that much. Huh, alright. Oh! There are more of them around here. But they're all like half dead already. And normally there shouldn't be any more of them. Yeah, they all only need one shot to go down. That is really good. What? I don't have any? Alright. Well, if you say so. But I just see that I have 4. Holy shit. Oh, that's a normal shotgun. Let's dismantle the normal shotgun. And dismantle this. Alright, but we put 2 of those in there. We can put those in there. Right. I guess that's okay. Nice. Nice. What I wanted to do. Upgrade a weapon. But there's not really much to upgrade anymore. Alright. Let's increase the range. That is actually a pretty good idea. Alright. Nice. Now then. Let's go to Alex's office.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer. System alert. Repairs needed.
Warning. Suit integrity damaged.
Fuck you. This really pisses me off. Oh, come on. All right. I need an operator so bad, like an engineering operator that can repair my suit. I have no suit repair kits anymore. None. This is a serious problem, you know? There's one! Come here! Dude! Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, fuck it. Alex, you! Wait, what? Where is he? How do I get to him? Oh, he's out here. Oh. There you are.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos I to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Whoa! Holy shit, what's this? Oh! Holy shit! Ah shit, that's bad.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
Ah. There he is. Alright, how do I get back inside? Holy fuck. What is my objective? Alright, let's do this. Let's bring him to safety. Alright. Okay. Careful. I have to bring him to his safe room. His safe room is this. I mean, yeah, let's save him. All right. He doesn't really need that much to eat anyway. I mean, seriously.
Are you there?
Chief? Yes? Is there something wrong?
I wanted to speak to you about the most recent VIP visit. Leitner, the pianist.
Chief, if there were any problems, I checked the schedule, the roster. I did my best to make sure Igwe wasn't too... Igwe. Chief, I even had Leitner's cigarettes waiting.
You did an excellent job. In fact, Leitner praised you specifically. There'll be a bonus for you in your next pay cycle. Take Nicole out for a nice dinner, alright?
Yes, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Fuck.
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way.
What?
Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
How is he here? I don't know, I only need one brother.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
I have no idea what this was. Alright. I mean, I don't agree with him and he's an asshole, but I can't just let him to die. He's our brother, I mean seriously. Alright, fabricate the prototype nullwave device and fabricate the arming key. Okay, we can do that, no problem. No problem.
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar. To protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
Then you're probably not authorized. Right, I have to find some orientation here. Ah, alright, now we're here. Okay, I went in the wrong direction. I know I can't just, fly around like anywhere, but for some reason I need a proper scheme where to go to orient to be able to know where I am. Oh. Alright, let's go to the fabricator and fabricate those two things.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
I don't think I want more. Oh, come on, this thing, the power is out.
Research complete.
Nice. Okay. Let's go to the lobby and to our office and fabricate the key and the other thing there.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos I for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
This is it. Either you destroy Talos I, or that creature destroys us.
No, I will definitely destroy the station. Alright. Okay, so I can do this or this, right? Alex gave me the plans for a prototype null-wave device. It's powerful enough to disrupt all the Typhon aboard the station, including the Apex Typhon outside the station. It has to be placed at the heart of the coral in psychotronics, then activated from a terminal on the bridge. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it works, it would be pretty nice. But I can't decide what to do. Alright, you know what? Whoa, this takes a lot of resources. I will... It depends on how long those missions take. Maybe I will do both.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null-wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Alright, so now we have both options open. Let's create a new save. I will not oversave this one. Okay. Yeah. I guess I will start with the null wave device one in psychotronics. Alright. Right, we can access the psychotronics department from here. I almost forgot.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Holy shit. I mean, are you for real? Run, dude. Oh. Ah.
Microgravity detected.
Now it actually worked.
Kill them. Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
I know, I get what you're saying. And I fully agree, actually. I think those Typhons have to be killed once and for all. But I want to see both endings, to be honest.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Who programmed you?
I represented Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself. You made the right choice.
Suicide by
The
Proxy.
terminal's linked up again. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral. On the bottom.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind. Or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Darth. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all.
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
What would have happened with kill them all? I'm really curious about this, but I will load the game now and we use the other option and blow everything up.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Alright, now we're in the reactor area. Hey, my turret is still alive and well. Cool. What's up?
Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request. Checking for updates. Servers offline.
Oops. I landed on it. I landed on the fucking Typhon. Oh, this is what the keyholes were for. Now I got it.
Kill them. Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
Alright. I'm on my way. Didn't I activate? Yes, I did. Oh, hello there. I did activate the the lift. Alright, what do I do now? Self-destruct terminal upstairs. Alright.
Who? What?
Morgan.
I haven't been here the first time I was here.
Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. Did it tell you it's not gonna let you off the station? Go on, tell him.
Your brother is correct. When you destroy Talos I, my directive is to ensure that you perish along with it. But you already knew that. It was your idea.
No one in their right mind would agree to such a lunatic plan.
Not true. History is populated with examples of self-sacrifice for the benefit of others.
Easy to say when it's not your skin, robot.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
You have no idea what that word means. I'm gonna put a stop to this nonsense.
Morgan.
You know what? I pushed the fat guy.
Reactor detonation imminent.
I
Please
will go
evacuate
from
Talos
this station. Maybe I should have listened to January. You know what? Wait a second. I was a little bit...
Warning, reactor detonation.
It's finished. All the directives you gave me have been completed, all except one. When the station detonates, it will destroy the Apex Typhon and every trace of technology derived from it, including you. But you know this already. It was your idea, after all. The alien neuromods you carry would pose an unacceptable risk to everyone on Earth if you returned. Have a seat, Morgan. You might as well enjoy the view in your final moments.
We can try this.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
Michaela, this is Morgan.
Are you on your way?
I'm not going to make it.
What?
Everything's fine. I got one of the escape pods working.
Are you sure? Morgan, something's wrong.
There's no time. Trust me.
keep having this dream.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. That nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind. Or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk. Alex, it killed you.
Back then, I would have done the same thing to me.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos I. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
Michaela, this is Morgan.
Are you on your way?
I'm not going to make it.
What?
Everything's fine. I got one of the escape pods working.
Are you sure? Morgan, something's wrong.
There's no time. Trust me. I'll see you Earthside.
Get to the shuttle bay.
Log submitted.
Yep.
Warning,
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
I'm on my way. I don't know if I can make this. Only a minute left.
warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
Fuck, this might get really close one.
Operator deployment resuming.
Yeah, come on, I don't have time for you right now, you know?
Aperture cleared. Operator.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
Yep, let's move.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
I keep having this dream.
finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind. Or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk. Alex, it killed you.
Back then, I would have done the same thing to me.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos I. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Alright, I have so much things on my mind right now. So first of all, I want to know why he said like old times in the end and why the hand of the Typhon became human. And what I think, I would have hoped the end to differ more. So like I had now 3 endings and they were basically the same. Okay, what all those operators said, of course, differs from what what choices we made during the game, so I couldn't change the choices anymore, so they said the same. About the ending itself, I was really surprised to see that they were all operators, like all the people we've seen before, and that all of this was like Morgan's memory. That was a really good plot twist right at the end. I really liked that a lot. To think about this, well, all of this was just a test, basically. The whole game was a test to see how the Typhon would decide for different things. That was really cool. And I had a lot fun with this game. I have really to say that. So I don't get why some people said they didn't like the game. Probably they expected something like the first Prey again, but it wasn't the first Prey. I know nobody likes to hear this, but for me it was a lot like BioShock. Really a lot like BioShock. Which is nothing bad. I love BioShock and I loved all of this. Like, we have weapons, you have special abilities and powers, you have quests you can follow. I really liked that. It was really cool and something different for once. What I did not like in the end at all was like, you have to run around a lot. So for example, this recording is now 1.5 hours long and I will cut it together. So, because you have to go through like 3 or 4 different areas before you are where you have to go for the last missions. So that was really time consuming and that wasn't really necessary. Some kind of fast travel would have been pretty nice, to be honest. But that's really nothing too bad. The game was a lot of fun, I liked playing it. So overall, really awesome game. So, that's it. I would say we will end this Let's Play project here. We've seen the last 2 different missions. And I did not do every side quest, but I did most of them. So I tried to do at least. And yeah, that means we will end this Let's Play project right here. I really hope that you liked it. If you did, hit the like button down below, leave me a comment, and then I will see you again in the next Let's Play project. So, see ya!
Oh my god! Security! Security!
This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure.
The outbreak can be contained. Earth can be spared. It has to be me.